Okay, so thanks for coming back to watch my part 3. Just before I get into game, I just wanted to pay tribute to the Leicester City owner who died on the weekend in a helicopter crash. You know, he was a great figure for the club. He came into that club, he took away their debt, he brought in new players, he got them into the Premier League, and then he won the Premier League with that club. So it's very sad he died in a tragic helicopter crash on the weekend. And also I want to pay tribute to Glen Hoddle, the former player, England manager, and pundit who had a heart attack on the weekend. We hope the family's well and we hope they get better. So thanks for coming back to watch my part 3. Let's get into game. So I'm back here, FC Barcelona versus Inter Milan. Of course, in real life, Barcelona won 2-0 at home to Inter, and Messi was injured, so that was a good result. I watched the, you know what? I watched Tottenham versus Man City last night in the Premier League, and the Wembley pitch was shocking. It looked like a public park in England. It was so bad. Ooh, Suarez nearly got through there. Yeah, Man City. Riyad Mahrez scored in the 6th minute early on in the game. Ooh. And that was how that game stayed, really, and it was kind of Man City just defending really in the second half. But yeah, the pitch did not look good. I wasn't impressed with the pitch. Eric Lamela missed a sitter, and maybe the ball bobbled a little bit. It bounced because the pitch was so bad. But really, he should have scored. You know, he should have got his foot over it. So that was unfortunate for Tottenham. You know, there's talking about Tottenham. You know, they're always kind of there. They're in around the top 4 all the time. They're kind of like the nearly team, really. They nearly get there. They nearly win the Premier League, and you know, in the Champions League this season, they got 1 point. So, and they're against teams they should have beaten as well. They should have beaten Inter Milan. And they shouldn't have lost, that's for sure. And they should have beat PSV. I mean, against Barcelona, they were beaten, you know, easily, because Barcelona a lot better team. But you know, Spurs aren't having well, it's not a bad season for them. They're doing well, pretty well in the Premier League. But you know, it's just, should they kick on and become like, you know, one of the very top teams that are truly challenging for the league every year? Because every year they're just kind of going for a top 4 finish, and they're happy with that. So, also Liverpool won 4-0 on the weekend. They are true contenders for the Premier League, I've got to say. You know, I think last season they weren't consistent enough, but they were very good, sort of in like a one-off match. That's why they got to the Champions League final. You know, some people were saying Virgil van Dijk as well. Best centre-back in the world? In the world? I don't know. In the world, he's definitely a top quality centre-back. And he's the reason why they've gotten better this year, Liverpool. Oh, good cross. So, really, are Liverpool going to win the Premier League? They look very good so far. But again, Man City, they're going to push them to the end. Because Man City are looking very good as well. And you know what? Man City should have beat Liverpool when they played Liverpool. Because Riyad Mahrez missed that penalty. So really, Man City should be above them. Or Messi. And Arsenal, you know, Arsenal have looked really good. That surprised me. You know, they had like 10 game winning streak, and they almost beat Fulham on the weekend. Although that goal was a handball. They crossed it in from a corner, and who was it? Aubameyang or was it Lacazette? Ooh. Yeah, somebody handballed it for Arsenal, and it like changed the direction of the ball, and it went to the Arsenal player, and he scored. So, where is VAR? Ooh. They need VAR. All the other leagues have got it. Even La Liga's got it. Not Premier League though. maybe it does. VAR slows the game down slightly, but you always get the correct decision. Well, and it was really good at the World Cup. So, should we have VAR in the Premier League? I think so. Premier League is like the biggest league in the world. So, oh, I like that. That was a really good cross from Roberto. From Rakitic, and Roberto just heads it in. So, yeah, maybe next season the Premier League will introduce VAR. All the other leagues are doing it. You know, it was really successful at the World Cup. Everyone knows the that call sign as well. You know, the for the VAR. So they should maybe next season. Yeah, they'll get VAR in. Yeah, Arsenal have impressed me, you know. They're playing sort of fluid football, kind of like the old Arsenal. You know, they went, what, 10 or 11 games. Was it a winning streak, or was it... They might have been unbeaten, I don't know. I can't remember. They look really good. Oh, Nainggolan. Belgian player, really good. Yeah, no, that was really sad about the Leicester City owner, Vichai. I can't say his surname. If you can say his surname, then your pronunciation is better than mine. But yeah, really sad. Died in a helicopter crash. And you know, I'll put a link to the Premier League Tonight video, and you actually see the helicopter take off, and the pundits there. They all make... Oh! Oh! I was offside. That was... that should be a VAR decision. He looked... They should have given him the benefit of the doubt there. He looked like he could have been onside. But yeah, I'll put a link to the Premier League Tonight video. Give it a watch. Maybe I'll even put a clip in this video if I can. But you see the helicopter take off from the stadium, and the pundits who are in the TV studio there all say, they all make a joke about it. Oh, life choices, because they're all sort of jealous that he gets to take away, go away in the helicopter. And then what? 60 seconds later, that helicopter crashes, and they die. So I'll put a link to that video. But that is eerie, really. It's very sad. Also, Glen Hoddle had a heart attack, and you know, he's a pundit. He's also co-commentator on some of the in the football games that we hear on. We listen to him on TV when he's commentating the game. So yeah, sad for him as well. He's had a heart attack. All right, so half time. We got the 1-0. Great cross from Rakitic onto the head of Roberto. I like that. That was really nice. Maybe, hopefully, I don't think Messi's scored many goals for me in this competition so far. He might have scored one. I can't remember now. But yeah, a lot of sad things happening in the football world this weekend. Definitely about the crash. What they'll do, they'll have an air crash investigation team have a look at what happened. Because really, that shouldn't be happening, you know. That is... Oh. Good cross. Ooh. Yeah, so yeah, Liverpool won 4-0. I really think they are contenders for the Premier League. You know, I think they're going to be a lot more consistent this season than they was last season in the Premier League. Ooh. Ooh, that might have been a foul there, penalty. But yeah, what do you think of Liverpool's chances of winning the Premier League this season? I think they're really good. That's the best chance they've had in years of winning the Premier League. So yeah, Liverpool, Man City, of course, and Chelsea. Chelsea won 4-0 on the weekend as well, and they look really good. Although Willian and was it Morata, they got booked for diving simulation, but they still won 4-0. They play fluid football, and Chelsea are also one of the contenders for the Premier League. Although for me, Chelsea are the third favourites to win the Premier League. So it's between I think the top two is Liverpool and Man City, But I still think, even though my friend thinks Chelsea are going to win the Premier League, I still think they're the third favourites for me. But they play very nice, sort of fluid football. They always want to get in on Messi's foot there and have a shot, but I think the computer always knows. Yeah, so for me, yeah, Chelsea are third favourites. Do you think Chelsea will win the Premier League? Let me know by commenting below, because I think they're sort of the third favourites. I still think Liverpool and Man City have slightly deeper squads, although, you know, Chelsea have got a really good squad, even on their subs, bench. And they really impressed me as well on the weekend. They won 4-0. So they are looking very good as well. And Hazard wasn't even playing for them, and they still win 4-0. So that is a very good sign. Also, people are talking about Mohamed Salah. You know, he's not scoring as many goals as he did last season. He wasn't. He doesn't look as good as he did last season. I think it's too early to say that. He played really well on the weekend. He scored a goal, didn't he? And he set up 2 goals, or he set up 1 goal. And he's got such a great touch, and he cuts in on his left foot, and he's so quick. And oh, that is the kind of play you want. Oh, great pass that was. Oh. So, yeah, who do you think is going to win the Premier League this season? For me, it's between Man City and Chelsea. Man City and Liverpool. But Chelsea are the third favourites for me. So, do you think Chelsea will win the Premier League? I don't think they will. But, yeah, I'd like to know what your opinion is. Get a good cross in. Ooh. Go on, Rakitic. Oh, Rakitic. That was like the outside of his right foot, wasn't it? And he sort of curled it in there. Rakitic. The goal he scored against Tottenham Hotspur. That volley. Yeah, that was a great shot. Let's see that on the replay. So, it's Roberto passed it to him. Good first time pass. And then sort of, yeah, outside of the right foot. And it curls in. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love shots that come off the outside of the boot. Great goal. Yeah, Barcelona beat Real Madrid 5-1 on the weekend. I mean, I know Ronaldo was good, but was he really that big a difference for Real Madrid? Because they've lost him, and all of a sudden, Real Madrid aren't looking very good at all. So was he really that big an influence? I don't think they should be getting beat 5-1, you know, even if they have lost Ronaldo. Rakitic again. Still got the ball. Into Busquets. Oh, look, he fouled Dembele there. 2-0, happy with this. I've done better than in my other games. Oh. Oh, that was a mistake. I kind of feel like in Champions League, when you score a goal, like the computer team sort of capitulates for a short period, and then they sort of regain the composure. Almost, they're kind of like the way they made this game is like simulating real life. You know, when a team starts to get nervous because they've just let in a goal. Because that goal, that was just a mistake really by them. The other 2 were really good goals though. So I'm happy I've scored some good goals today in this game, because so far my other games have been winning like what, 1-0, like 2-0, but I've done played better today in this game. So yeah. Also, what do people think about Real Madrid? Was Ronaldo that really big? Because he's gone now, and they lost 5-1 to Barcelona. Or has Barcelona just got better? I mean, Ronaldo's really good, of course, but for him to leave and then for Real Madrid to lose 5-1. Oh, Messi! He's on the score sheet. We need to see that again. On the left foot. Let's see. So he gets it on his left foot. And he kind of, yeah. That really did curl, didn't it? Let's go a bit lower down and closer in. But that really curled. It's sort of like outside of the post there. It's like, yeah, it's like outside of the post and it just curls in. Beautiful. I think finesse shots have improved this year on FIFA 19, because last FIFA 18 on Switch, the finesse shots didn't really hit the corner like how they do in this game. So I was impressed with that goal. Well, 4-0. I didn't expect that. I thought they were all going to be really close like the last game. It's on world class. I mean, the last games were considerably harder than this. But let's see that again. He just curls it in that corner, Messi, doesn't he? Like exactly like how he does it in real life. Yeah. When's Messi coming back? Because he's got an arm injury, isn't he? Hope he comes back soon. In the Tottenham versus Man City game last night, they brought on De Bruyne towards the in the second half, and he didn't look very good. He looked really rusty. I mean, there was a couple of times where he gave away possession in their own half, and there was a couple of passes that last season he would have made those passes. His passing ability is amazing, but last night he looked really rusty. He sort of some of his passing wasn't very good, but that's because he's been out with a knee injury. Hopefully he'll pick up. But yeah, he's a great player. He was one of the best players in the Premier League last season. Is he the best midfield player in the world? We'll have to see. Helicopter over my house, is that what you can hear? Sounds really low. Anyway, thanks for watching my FIFA Champions League video. And again, just pay tribute to the Leicester City owner who lost his life on the weekend in a tragic helicopter crash. And also to Glen Hoddle. Hopefully he gets better. He's in hospital at the moment. He had a heart attack on the weekend. So thanks for watching my video. Hope you stick around and watch part 4. Please subscribe to see the next one.